Okay, looks like I'm lagging a little bit, people. Yes, I am. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Hi there, I'm Casey Christensen coming to you live from West Kelowna, BC, where it's hot and sunny. Hot and sunny. I thought I would pop on for a little bit today. I'm working a lot, plus I have, we've had some family events go on, so I'm not quite getting on for my 4 o'clock most days lives as I have been. So I'm just sort of popping on when I can, and today seemed like a good day for it. I got a big shipment the other day of all kinds of stuff, a little bit of Christmas, a little bit of fall stuff. This is my first Christmas stamp, so I thought I would play with that today, because what the heck, it's July, Christmas in July, why not? Why not? So I'm going to work with this stamp set here on page 26 of your catalog. I'm also going to use this paper, which is actually a carryover. It's in the mini catalog along with this stamp set, and it's a carryover. It's right here. They're calling it Painted Christmas, but it is the same paper that I got a while ago. So this is it right here. I'll show it to you. It's quite pretty, and it has the greens and reds. I'm kind of a traditional Christmas card maker. I like things to be green and red. So I don't even know that this is a full pack of paper. It probably isn't. But just to give you an idea of this paper, so it's really beautiful. Very traditional Christmas designs, really. Hi, Dorothy. Nice to see you. I'm on at a bit of a weird time today. Nice pine cones there, and little wispy Christmas boughs on that side. Yeah, see, I don't even have a full package left because it's a carryover. This is pretty though. It's very subtle. It's just hollies and berries, but just in the pink and the green and the white. And the colors in this paper, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Painted Christmas, yeah. Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Evening Evergreen, Garden Green, Pear Pizzazz, Real Red, Sea Foam, Soft Sea Foam, and Soft Succulent. So, like I say, I got this package of paper before the new catalog came out, and it is a carryover. So I don't have all of it left, but it's pretty paper. I quite like this one, and this might be my favorite, but I'm undecided which one I'll use today. I'm going to start with the card and go from there, because that seems like a pretty good place to start. What I want to do first, though, is I want to create my own. I've got my my paper for my card, so that's just Real Red, standard size, 5.5 by 4.25 card. So I've got that, and I also cut a piece of the basic white for me to play with. So I'm going to stamp my own. Let's get a piece of stuff here. I think I'm going to stamp my own background. So let's see how I want to do this. We can maybe have some Stamparatus play here. So I guess I don't need that. No, I don't, because I'm not going to make that kind of mess today. I'm going to make a different kind of mess today, unlike my usual mess. Now, let's see. I want my card to go this way, I think. Let's see. What do I want? No, I think I want my card to go this way. Sure, why not? So let's find our stamps here. And these are two-part stamps you can see on here. So you're meant to stamp down this, the first jolly in a color or whatever, and the second jolly you can stamp down on top of that, and then it fits in the little frame. Oh, morning tea sounds good. I'm having mid-morning water. I was up very early this morning. It's hard to sleep here. I don't know what it is. It might be the crickets. I'm not sure, but it's taken a little getting used to. So put your stamp head under there so that your Stamparatus is level. And I'm going to get a magnet. I think I only just need the one. Well, I'm happy to be here with you for your morning tea. So let's get out. I'm just going to use the outline jolly, I think. Yes. I'm going to use the outline jolly. You know, I'm actually feeling like this should be without the Stamparatus because I don't want it to look like jolly, 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 jolly. I want it to come off the edge of the paper. So I think I'll be using the Stamparatus for the rest of the card, but I think for my background, I think I'm going to stick to doing that by hand and just hoping and praying I can get it straight. So here's my block. And I think I will do it in red because I like tone on tone, and my card background is going to be red, or my card base is red. So we'll get me my real red ink. And just ink that up. And I'm just going to kind of aim off the paper a little bit. I don't really need it to be perfect, you know what I mean? See? Just creating our own kind of background. Oh, I've got a little bit of something on that stamp. Just giving it a little, oh, it's okay. I'll just go down here. And then from that, you can just sort of fill in between the lines. And a G there. See? Just creating our own little bit of DSP. There. That's kind of cute, right? All right. So let's get our cleaner out. We want to keep our stamps nice and clean. Just let that dry a little bit. I've got a little spot on there that I'm not overly thrilled with. However, it's possible that it'll get covered up. There we go. Get that nice and clean. Okay, yeah, this work business is really getting in the way of my crafting. I do like my job, though. I do like my job. Now, this is going to get trimmed down a little bit, and I knew that when I did it. I just prefer to trim it down where it's already stamped. It gives it a more natural feel. So, I'm going to, what have I got here? I'm only going to take off, I'm going to take it off this side. I'm only going to take off probably 2 notches down from the 5.5, okay? 2 notches down from the 5.5, and then here I'll take it down 2 notches from the 4.25. There we go. And it just creates a little bit of interest on that white, otherwise white cardstock. Oh, I'm losing my comments again. I don't know why they don't scroll down by themselves, but they don't seem to. Okay. Okay, there we are. Okay, so we can put that right down on our card base. I'll be honest with you, I'm winging it, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm going from here. But we'll figure it out as we go. I think that's the most fun part of card making, is just figuring it out when you go. We had my mother-in-law's memorial on Saturday. It went very well. The weather cooperated, so it was quite nice. We had lots of people in from out of town, and it was overall a pretty fun day, considering what it was, but I'm just glad the weather cooperated, because it could have gone either way, it looked like. All right, so there's our little jolly business. Now, I want to do some stamping. I'm going to use the Stamparatus, because I'm just not that good. And I want to do some stamping of the words. So let's get ourselves a piece of cardstock. I've just got your basic white cardstock. And I'm going to start with, on that I will need I'll get a magnet out for that, just to keep everything in check. So I'm going to start with Jingle. And we'll just pop that over and pick it up. And I think what I want to do is, I think I want to do the outline. So again, put your stamp pad under here so that your space is flat for gathering ink. And I'm going to do the green. And this is Garden Green. Garden Green and Real Red, to me, are really good Christmas colors. So let's try this. There we go. Just give that a little press. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cute. All right. And we'll just give that a little cleaning. I think I can just do it without the block. Yeah, there's enough left on there. Okay, now we'll get our second part of the jingle. And make sure that your first part is good and dry, okay? Because when you put your second part down, you're liable to disturb the ink. So that way, with the Stamparatus, you see I can lay my jingle down. And because it's photopolymer, I can see through it to know that it's where it ought to be. Okay, just make sure that when you put your paper back down, that you rearrange it to make sure that it's where it should be. So these will have to trade places. I need this one. Oh yeah, this is going to be cute. I think this is going to be super cute. Look at that. Okay, so now this is why we need our Stamparatus, right? Because the bottom of that end is not as nice as I would like it to be. So we're going to add a little more ink. Make sure our piece is where it should be. And we'll give that another go, and I'll press a little harder in that area just to make sure I'm getting it nicely saturated. There, look at that. How cute is that, right? I like that quite a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on here to clean it, because I want to get deep inside those little bits. There, so let's give this a wash. There we go. Nice and clean. So let's try another one. Let's do Believe. Let's do Believe, because that's a really nice one. So All right. So this one I'm going to do a red background and then stamp the Believe in green. There we go. Close that up. And then make sure it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I kind of like the look. There we go. That looks pretty neat. A lot of washing in between, but it's important to keep your stamps nice and clean, right? You know that red is going to stain them. There's not a darn thing you can do about that. That's just the way it is. And the reds do, and some of the blues, because there is an amount of the red pigment in the blue colors. And so, all right, and then let's find Believe. And we're able to, I love that you can see through these stamps, so you're able to lay them down in there and get them perfect, right? All right, so this one is going to be green, so we'll pop this back under there. Well, this is a very juicy stamp pad, so we'll see how that goes. And I got ink on my paper, however, it's not where I'm working, so it's okie dokie. Yep. And again, that lower bit needs to have a little bit more. I'm concentrating on the lower part of the stamp there to get enough. Make sure this is straight. Oh, look at that. That is pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with that. So since we don't know what we're doing yet, do we? Not really. No, we don't. We don't. So let's go with those for the moment. I'm going to peel this off so I can give it a little clean. Is it nice weather over there in Nanaimo, Dorothy? It's beautiful here. It's supposed to be like this for a few days. Not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna be too upset about going to work in the air conditioning. So I'm okay with that. Very nice. Okay, let's see what we've got there. I really don't even know what I'm gonna do here, but we're just gonna have a look. Let's cheat a little bit and see what they did. Just for fun, just for an idea. Page 26. Yeah, see, cute. Yeah, we could do something similar to that. I didn't leave room for any writing above my jingle or my Believe, but that's okay. That's all right. So what have we got on here? We've got some lights, we've got stars, and then the colors of the lights that you can stamp in on top of them. We've got a Santa hat here that you could hang on the any of the letters. It's cute. I really like this set. I think it's quite cute. So what am I going to do with this? Okay, let's just start playing and see what happens. That's usually how things work for me. Sunny and bright, oh, that's good. That's good. So let's choose a piece of paper. I think I like this one. I think I like this paper right here. I think, well, I think because of the colors in there, maybe this one could be a little bit better. Maybe this one would be, yeah, I think this one would be a little bit better. So I'm going to cut like a layer 3 of this. So that would be 3.5. Because we want to still be able to see our jolly that we did. 3.5 by 3.5 by 4 3/4. Just see where we go with this. Yeah, I don't think that's working for me. No, I don't think that's working for me. All right, let's start by cutting this anyways and see what we get here. I'm going to use this one. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it feels too busy or what it is. So I'm just going to cut this. And this one, I have my own little measurement in my head that I'm using here. It's kind of like where the edge of the cutter meets the edge of the font, I think. Oh, that did not cut very well. That's okay though. You know, I thought I had a plan and now I don't. Okay, maybe I have one now. Hang on. This is what happens sometimes. This is real life. This is what happens when you decide to wing it. Winging it is not always my thing. Sometimes it is. Sometimes I'm pretty good at winging it, and other times not so much. But I have a different plan. So bear with me. I use my, what can I use? I can use this. And I think I'm going to use some StazOn, or not StazOn, Memento for this. I'm going to create a light bar. Now let's see if I can do that again. We're not sure. I'm never really sure. Not always the best at lining things up, but I'm going to do my best. That looks kind of lined up. So then I need my itty bitty block because I have a light here. I'm going to use this tiny block and we'll do some red and green lights. How would that be? So let's do I'm just checking on here because this light looks bigger than it needs to be, but I guess that's the way it is. That's the concept. Okay, and we'll clean that off. I'm just going to stamp it off actually. Let's create a little string of lights here. There we go. Cute. Cute, cute. I'm going to trim this off so that both my light, my light string ends off the edge of the paper on both sides. It ends on the edge of the paper on one side, but not on the other. A little bit more, a little tiny bit more. There. Okay. So there's my little lights. And I really want to use this piece of paper, so I think I might. But we're going to check it out. We'll go a little bit at a time and see what we get. So I'm going to trim this off slightly because I want to flag it. And I want it to be the same size on both sides. That's good. That works. Let's put the lid on that before I end up with it on my arm. Yeah, we're finally getting some summer here, which is good because it's always nice, right? To get some sun and some... We were at the beach yesterday. The beach was lovely. Although we tried out a different beach and we're not crazy about it. It's a beach where dogs are allowed, and I've got no problem against dogs. It's not the dogs that are ever a problem. It's generally the owners. So this beach is clearly it's a dogs on. There is a dog beach there that our dogs can be off leash, and then there's another grassy area where dogs are allowed but have to be on leash. But you know, people don't do that. So I don't think we would go to that beach again. It was a little unruly. I love dogs, but not in my lunch. So yeah, but it was fun. It was fun. All right, so now I'm going to take my jingle. And I'm going to take my, I think I'll do this in red. I'm going to take my all the way stamp. We've got an all the way. I can't read things backwards and upside down, so I can't quite see it, but I know it's there. Let's do this. Let's do this. All the way. And we'll do that in red. Here we go. Now you could fussy cut around this jingle as well. I might still do that. I'm just going to look at it and see what I think of it. Clean off my stamp there. No, I think I won't. I think I'm just going to flag it on the ends. There's my little scissors. There they are. I need to give that a little, I don't know where my smaller guillotine cutter is right now. I wish I did, but I don't. But this has a bit of an untidy edge on it that I don't like. So there we go. That's better. And I'll take this one down a tiny bit as well. There. That looks nice. Okay, now let's see what our jingle looks like if we flag it. If we don't like it, we can always fussy cut around it, but I kind of want it to be flagged, honestly. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Cute. Yeah, I do like that. So let's get us some dimensionals. And I'm just going to put them through the middle. And this turned out to be pretty much the width of the card, so I was just able to match end to end here on the two sides. Decline that one. Okay, let's see if this is a better color. I think it might be a better color. That's funny, I've never gotten a phone call during my live before. So what did I say this was? This was 3.5 by 4 3/4. So let's do this. I think this will be a better paper to have under. It's a little more whimsical, whereas the other one is a little more, you know, not whimsical. 3.5 by 4 3/4. This one's kind of fun. I don't know why I think of cranberries, but I do. I think of cranberries when I look at it. Not sure that was the intention, but I like it. And it does have the real red in it. So, yeah, I think I like that better. What do you think? Ooh, kind of liking that. Kind of liking that. Now, what I think I want to do is, do you remember I said in my, when I did my unpacking, that I had bought this ribbon? It's the seam binding ribbon, and I had bought this because I never seem to have the right color ribbon when I need it, right? So, and I don't have a lot of ribbon, and I really don't have a lot of current ribbon. So I think what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to cut a piece, and then I'm going to use my real red marker, my real red, is that it there? No, that's Sweet Sorbet. Real red always throws me because it looks, why can't I see it? I'm going blind in my old age. Is that it? Nope. Okay. Isn't that funny? For some reason I can't see my real red. Oh, here we are. The nice thing about this ribbon here is you can make the ribbon the color that you need, right? It's a little crinkly. If you really wanted to, you could iron it. I'm not going to, but if you really wanted to. So I'm going to start out with the light one and see what color that looks like. Yes, I like the light one. So I'm just going to go along here. Make sure you've got your paper down because it's going to make a mess of your workspace. And I'm just going to color this ribbon to the color that I want. And that's the beauty of this ribbon, is that if you have this ribbon and you have your blendables, then you always have the right color ribbon for whatever project you're working on, which I like quite a bit. Probably have much more ribbon here than I really need, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. See, now I have real red ribbon to go with my project. And it's lighter than my jingle. However, there's so many different colors of red in this, I'm going to call it cranberry paper, because that's how it feels to me. There's so many different colors of red in there that this red is going to work. So my favorite trick when tying a bow is I'm just going to get a mini glue dot. I just find it easier when I do this. So I'm just going to get a mini glue dot, and I'm going to put it down on my card where I want my bow to be, which is probably right about there. And that way I can tie a knot in my ribbon and stick it down to that glue dot, which makes it a whole lot easier for me to tie the second part of the bow. I'm all thumbs today though, which is great. So just there's what I am aiming for. So I've just stuck that down with a glue dot. So you see, then I'm able to manipulate things a little bit. Could have been a little lower down. I'm just going to scooch it. See? So now I'm able to have it stuck down for me to make the second part of my bow, so I'm not fighting with it. Keeps it nice and tight. All right, so let's just tighten that bow up a little bit. I don't want it to be quite that big. I'm thinking something like that. Something like that. Okay. Oh, what have I got stuck to me? All kinds of things. All kinds of stuff stuck to my arm. That's clever. All right, get out my scissors. Got a little snip there and a little snip there. So I have my cute little bow and my jingle all the way. So I think I'm going to put that right down on this card, and then I'm going to pop it up after. Yes, I think that's the plan. I think that's my plan. And let's just see if I can center that. There we go. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on it to pop it down onto the card base. Yeah, sometimes it does take. It does take. What did you use? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, sometimes it does take forever to dry. This because I think the ribbon is so very thin. It's seam binding ribbon, right? So just because it's so very thin, I think it takes a long time to dry. I think it depends, pretty much depends on the ribbon. Well, this is my first Christmas card. 49 to go. I have an order for 50 cards. 49 cards to go. Oh, I think that's pretty cute. I do. Yeah, I'm glad I got that ribbon. I've seen it a million times and thought, oh, maybe I should try that. Oh, maybe I should try that. And then I did buy some. And I won some. So at some point I had 2 full rolls of it. And guess what? Never to be seen again. I have no idea where it went. Never to be seen again. So let's see. What can we put on here? We should put some kind of bling, right? Because it's a Christmas card. Oh, and because we have a red card inside, we're going to do a deckled rectangle, which I got that out. Because you know I love my deckled rectangles. I do have other things, but I think I'll use, you know what else I've got? I just got the, what else did I get? I just got the scalloped contours. Maybe I should do that inside. I just don't know. What have I got on here? I've got these as well. I could do one of these inside, couldn't I? I just got them. Yeah, maybe I'll do one of these for the inside of this card. Let's see. How about this one? I've been wanting these for quite a while too. I don't know what took me so long getting around to buying them, but yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to need a piece of Whisper White. Let me just cut one here. I'll just be 1 second. Okay, and I'll just run this through. I didn't like these contoured things when they first came out, but then I ended up getting a bunch of them in the mail for card clubs that I belong to, and every time I got a set of these in the mail, I really, really liked it. So I thought, what the heck, maybe I do like that after all. Sometimes it's like that. I find with a lot of the stamp sets in the catalog and stuff, I look at it and think, I don't know. And then as soon as I see someone else use it, all of a sudden it has a whole new appeal, right? I'm going to get this off just in case that red is liable to come off on anything. And we'll put this straight down. I thought about stamping something on it, but I'm not sure what I would stamp. Maybe a couple of candy canes might be cute. I could do that. I could do that. Let's do that. Let's do a couple of candy canes. What the heck, right? Since they're right here. Let's get a candy cane. And we'll do those in red. I'll just do a couple in the corner, I think. Thanks, Dorothy. Wingers can go either way with me. Sometimes I'm really pleased with them, and sometimes I'm not so pleased. And then other times I get halfway through it and go, oh my God, what was I thinking? I don't know where to go from there. There we go. That's cute. That's really cute. Okay. But we still need some bling. I just think every card needs a little bling, even when there's a ribbon on it, as long as it's a bit of a subtle bling. I'm thinking maybe just your basic rhinestones on this one for a Christmas card. So let's see what I've got, unless something else jumps out. I did get some other things. What did I do with them? Oh, wait, I've got something new. That's right, I just remembered it. I got a little stack of goodies over here of some new things. And I got little hearts and stuff. No, I don't think anything for a Christmas card. That's too pink. And I don't really think hearts are going to do it for me. So nothing in my little stack of goodies, my new goodies. But let's see what I have in my stash. I think just some basic rhinestones will do it. I have, what are these? Oh no, those are the seaside ones. Those are a little too turquoise. But I have some here. Yeah, I think just a few rhinestones will do the trick. Let's see. One there. Let's put one of the big ones down here. And maybe a little one up there. Oh, I think that's pretty cute. Pretty cute for a wing-it. What do you think? Yep, I like it. Didn't start out liking it, but I like it now. I do like the idea of your own DSP in the back, even though there's at no point where you can actually see a joy. It really doesn't matter. It really just doesn't matter. It's just this little design that it creates, right? So I hope you enjoyed that. I worked today, so I'm just going to get off and go get cleaned up and ready to take off to work, but I thought I would pop in and spend a few minutes with you before I go, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I don't know. I'm working today and tomorrow, and we'll see what happens after that. So just watch your notifications, and I'm so glad you were able to join me, Dorothy. It was lovely to see you, and I'm glad you're having a great day. So until next time, Stampers, bye for now. It's a Christmas card.